Hello, y'all. I'm back. It's 10:17 p.m. So I'm back to usual with the homeless life. Um, Thanks for the help with the hotel. And my phone says I have 4 more days till I get paid, but it's really 5. Actually, basically, it's saying I have 4 more days until it's time to renew my monthly payment for my phone. Excuse me. And so that's what I go by. If they say 4 more days until um renewing my monthly phone payment, that's the exact same day that I that I also get paid my Social Security check. So if they're saying 4 more days, but it's really 5 numerical days. So Friday is 5 days from Sunday. It's 5 days from now. So I struggled. So this month was 28 days, but it felt way longer because of the financial struggle is what made it what made the month go by faster. It made me feel like as if I'm waiting around to get out of jail or prison or something. Only to, like, when I get paid Friday, I told y'all I have bills to pay. Plus I have to get my I ran out of just about all my supplements, so I had to get them replaced. I have maybe a couple of more days of the bentonite clay left. And I don't even take that every day. Well, they say you're not really supposed to take it every single day, but you can take it for a couple of weeks and then stop. And today was the last day I took the green supplement. So, and for today I had the last of the noodles, and I didn't feel weak and shaky all day. Like today, I didn't feel that way like I did yesterday. And I don't know why I was feeling that way yesterday, but I'm assuming the noodles had something to do with it. I really think the noodles caused me to feel that way. So, so I wrote a short story today, another one. I've been writing short stories almost every day. I was gonna write another one, a second or a third one, but the day is almost over. So the day is almost over. So I can't even get a room for rent. I try to even look for a room for rent and can't find anything. And as I talked about how challenging it is to try to rent a room, out of somebody's house. So by today I had just right on the nose, approximately just enough for another hotel room night. But I gotta use, say if I would have got a hotel room night tonight, it would have been just enough for that if I didn't have to pay a deposit, if I was able to find somewhere where I didn't have to pay a deposit. So luckily, when I got out of the hotel room this morning, the funds was automatically went back to my account, and I was able to have access to that $25. So I'm glad about that. So I'm glad about, that I was able to get the $25 back. But if I would have had, paid for a hotel room, then I would have needed money for food and also bus fare and stuff. So, I guess I'll just, try to tough it out on the streets for a couple of nights. And I don't know if it's Tuesday or Thursday that it's supposed to be really cold. And they said that tomorrow, I guess all day, that's supposed to rain. And I got one more rain poncho left. One more left. So, again, all I got is my backpack to carry around, and I can only keep it to that backpack. I can't even carry around an additional duffel bag. At the moment, I don't have the money to buy a duffel bag, but don't worry about it. I just, keep everything minimum to one bag, because if I carry around a duffel bag too, then remember I told you I get treated with obvious homelessness. Be seen as obvious homeless and get treated with discrimination, with abusive, harsh discrimination. So, so they got some things I can't even publicly talk about, because if I publicly talk about it, then the online perps will seek to destroy me even more. So I haven't even been exposing or talking about everything. Some videos I don't even make public. But, so they had somebody online that was trying to DM me and asking me dozens of questions about targeting. And I don't know if he got information on his account about targeting, but it's like, with him asking me so many questions, like from an elementary level, I'm sitting here wondering, is he testing me out or is he a perp? So, wow, he was asking me, bombarding me with question after question after question about the targeting, And then sometimes if people act like that and then they turn around and falsely accuse you of being a perp, when I got my proof that I'm targeted and stuff, So anyway, tomorrow morning I hope to find out what the hell is going on with that damn fake restriction on my driver's license. And also, I would have to use the money for, bus fare and, and food and stuff, So, like, I had got me some, 2 cans of sardines and a pack of tuna, and the noodles that came 3 in a pack, and then some oatmeal cookies, and that made me feel weak, and it made me feel like, made me feel like my body didn't feel right, and I'm like, what is there some chemical in these foods that's making my body feel this way. And so I can't really eat like that all the time. So while the online perps will say I'm fat and greedy and need to lose weight, but then they say, well, Candy needs to eat off the dollar menu. But if I eat off the dollar menu, I would be fatter. Y'all call me fat and greedy, but want me on psychiatric medications would make you eat more. And I would be fatter, greedier, and dead by now. You know, I would be dead by now. You know. If I would have stayed on psychiatric medications and still been consistently eating the wrong foods, I think I would have been dead by now. And I probably would have been fatter. It's like with the psych meds, you end up gaining weight without even trying. Like one time, I was walking 60 blocks a day and eating only lettuce. And I gained from 279 pounds to 304 pounds. Just only eating lettuce and walking a lot. And I still gained, I guess 25 pounds. And then another time, I was on psychiatric medications. They gave everybody 4 small portions of food in a mental hospital. In about 18 days, I gained from 210 pounds all the way. It was unbelievable. I don't remember what psychiatric medication I was on. But they wouldn't allow you to overeat and be greedy in that mental hospital. But I was living in Denton, Texas at the time. And I gained from 210 pounds all the way to 265. In 18 days, I gained 55 pounds in 18 days on those psychiatric medications. And the medications make you hungry and make you weak and like you're about to pass out. And abusive narcs, all they do is sit around and call you fat and greedy all day. But then they force you to take medications that make you hungry and make you overeat or direct you to eating bad foods. But then when you do eat the bad foods, they'll yell at you and say you shouldn't be eating junk food or you shouldn't. I have to hear narcissistic lectures about eating so much sugar. And then they turn around and say, if I'd be like, well, the medicine make me hungry. Oh, that's no excuse. Well, how about you take them? And then you react the same way. Excuse me. Or if I end up with health problems, they'll say it's nobody's fault but your own. And I have to hear narcissistic lectures about how I deserve to be punished with diabetes or heart problems or high blood pressure or something. And like the foster mom, all she like when we were abused in foster care, all she did was she had us living off of ramen noodles or ramen noodles, and she tried to force us to eat the Oriental pack. None of us like that flavor, Oriental flavor. And she bought noodles galore. And or we would have to be living off of lunch meat ham sandwiches, or she would buy the Malto Meal brand of cereal for us to eat for breakfast. I mean, it's the sugary cereal, like the Cocoa Dino Bites, or the multi-meal version of Smacks cereal, or Cocoa Pebbles, or the multi-meal version of Fruity Pebbles, or multi-meal version of Frosted Flakes, or whatever. I mean, if that's all sugary, and she buy it for us to eat for breakfast, and then she lecture me about how I deserve to be dead for eating cereal, and then walk out of the kitchen. I wonder, what did I do? What did I say wrong? You know? Now she said I deserve to be dead, or I'm gonna wind up dead. So and of course we didn't act the same way towards her as her biological kids, because she would have never treated her biological kids the way she did us. If I have to hear narcissistic lectures about how she being like, well, I got grown children, they ain't never raised their voice at me, or ain't never talked to me the way that you do. Well, you never told them that they deserve to be dead, did you? You never called them crazy. You never sabotaged their dreams and hopes in life. You never forced them to join a cult. There's a lot of things you did to us, that you sacrificed us for money, and you ruined us for money. I mean, if my twin sister thinks that I'm the problem or a bad person, it's because she was brainwashed, like they drilled it in her head to believe that about me. But she was once upon a time considered the same kind of problem. Or she was abused and called crazy, and, singled out, hated, and treated a certain way. But some people say that that she sold out and joined them to lessen the abuse, to lessen the targeting. And now all of a sudden she's not getting raped anymore, or she's not being abused anymore. She's not being treated a certain way anymore, But she'll lie and manipulate y'all to believe that she's going through way worse than me. I mean, you don't give a damn about your own twin sister being out in the streets, living in an unfamiliar area where she never lived before. Like, y'all don't, like, none of my foster or biological family members, none of them are concerned. They're only concerned from a fake mental health perspective. They're not even concerned from a loving, caring family perspective. They only pretend to fake care about my welfare as it pertains to mental health, and thinking I should be locked up in a mental institution like an animal. Like an animal being locked in a cage. If it weren't for foster care abuse, me and my twin sister probably would have been close and doing everything together. I probably wouldn't even be homeless. If it weren't for foster care, I probably wouldn't even be targeted. Probably. I probably would not be targeted. But some people swear that being targeted is a blessing. But I'll say I think I have enough money if it means for me to stay out on the streets for the next few days. I think I have enough for about 2 more days. Maybe 3. And then I'm going to tell TMI, since the Gang Stalker Network got me on the streets. Seeming like my menstruation's supposed to start very soon, any day now. And then I'm down to, I don't use maxi pads and tampons. I use the big fat bladder pads. And so I've been using, menstruation or not, I have to use the bladder pads every day because them force urinating me. So I think I have about 5 or 6 pads left. And I'm trying to stretch those until at least Friday. And then I gotta buy some more of those. I gotta buy some more bentonite clay for my teeth and my mouth and to take internally and detox my body. I also gotta get some more green supplement, and I'm good on coconut oil because I just got some. And I'm a practice to try to take the coconut oil every day because my teeth been hurting a little bit less, and the abscess kind of been kept down some, So I had the tuna, I had the last of the cookies, the last of the tuna, and the last of the noodles. And as I say, I don't think I can get to eat like that every day because it make my body feel a certain way. It made me feel like extremely weak and like as if I'm malnourished, and it made me feel like I'm starving, So dang, I wish I would have had continuous help with the hotel room until at least Friday. And I wrote a short story plus a small blog post today. So I took a shower this morning before leaving the hotel. But I just wish because me being out on the streets, I definitely could not get enough rest. It's unfair. It's really unfair. I have to sleep sitting up. I'm in Pensacola. I had spots where I can lay down and stretch out and have my sleeping bag and then hide my sleeping bag sometimes. But and when I was even on the streets, when I was able to stretch out and lay down, and luckily get some sleep and not be sleep deprived, I didn't have to worry about my legs swelling and stuff. But for me to be in a well-lit room that's cold and then have to sit up and then put my arms inside of my jacket and bundle up and then can't even sleep. And then afterwards, after a day or two, my arms would hurt from folding them up and sticking them inside of my shirt and my jacket, or my knees would hurt and my legs would swell up like crazy. And then once I finally get me some sleep, then I end up with the forced urination. So it seems like the fluid retention and forced urination go hand in hand. My knees hurt right now. So I don't even know if I will get to have, enough money for extended stay for a week in a hotel. I mean, I never stayed yet at an extended stay here, but I don't even know if I could stay in a motel, and I don't know if the motel would be cheaper than the extended stay, but the extended stay have certain discounts sometimes that I could never get because I only would get help for a couple of days at a time rather than a whole week. But if I would have known about extended stay, I would have tried to stay there. I didn't even know about. I mean, I was staying at that motel, and I think it was maybe approximately the same price as extended stay. But like they're raising the prices like crazy on hotels and motels and stuff too, because motels a couple of years ago used to be $200 a week, and they're almost double. But so I don't even know this week if, I mean, it's something. How the hell? Let's see, the idea of me being targeted and considered on a terrorist watch list. But it'll be something if I pass pass the FBI background check with the job. So that's how I know that that the terrorist watch list gotta be phony. But we sitting there suffering behind what's fake. But I never committed any terrorist acts towards anybody. You know, are you just on this list for knowing the truth and being a threat to the new world order, or being considered undesirable? So yeah, I mean, being considered unwanted everywhere, you know. So yeah, Friday, I mean, I have a lot of things. I mean, and I'm just, starting all over again. So yeah, I'm kind of scared that I will end up going broke really fast on Friday. I mean, not exactly on Friday, but for the month of March, I'm afraid I might go broke. Maybe not as fast as this month, but this coming month, I figured I would go broke fast. The fact that I just moved up here and, you know, so I've been trying to make attempts to earn money through my short stories and stuff, or and trying to find an avenue to share them. Trying to find certain different places to share my short stories. But most of my content gets shadow banned and ignored. So I'm not sure what else to talk about. My anxiety is really high, and that's why I didn't even realize I was saying, So I'm not sure what else to talk about. I don't think I have anything else to say right now, but I'm gonna go for the moment, and I have the information in the description box of almost all my videos on ways y'all can support and help me. And thanks. I'll see y'all tomorrow. well, maybe not tomorrow, but I might have another video or two tonight, and then after that, then tomorrow. So, excuse me. I'll see y'all later.